I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills.
Watch right.
Hey!
Who that?
Hey!
Who that?
Hey! Shoot! Wait! Hey!
He's checking. Crash!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Check three.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception.
And that last one better. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
Three down.
Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. And that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go!
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Tight right.
Come on, let's go!
We got 4.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Deshaun Hall in there to get him for a loss of 5. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They go play action with Taylor. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe whatever's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. Jeopardy.
Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was something there because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
I think defensively, you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. Can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they do it.
And he coughed it up, and the Bills have recovered. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers, it's not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Will, because Will rhymed with
Come on,
skill.
let's go!
It's complete to Brown, right side. A decent run there following the display of quick feet, down just inside the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go!
Watch 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Second down, here's Taylor.
Motion.
And that'll be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go!
Hey,
Brian 38!
4 down,
Brian
For
38!
the Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Here we go!
4 down.
They try and throw for it with Taylor. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flex round!
And the
Ohio!
D-line pinching together must
Here
be...
we go!
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it.
Go,
The only
go.
people
It's
celebrating,
run.
the guys who just gave up that play.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Let's go! Watch round!
4 down.
Hard 90!
Now flags will come
Here I
in.
come.
One of the Bills got going a little early.
I'm coming after you, 25. Here I come. Rush in.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch number 5.
Ohio!
Watch number 5.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor.
Check.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second down now after the pass completion.
We got double tight. Here we go!
Now running with Jones. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to try and score?
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Run to the ball.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go!
52.
Now they send a man in motion right.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now they'll put the receiver in motion left. This is McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead.
The play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball. But how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington.
Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down. They can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Out. 3 down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as a shot to haul it in.
Now Rivers, right back for Allen. This time he finds him, complete. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make it.
Because if you're doing it right, you're...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sam Barrington in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Watch tight end.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. He'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Hey,
58.
check, Patriot!
58.
Third down, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be thrown dead right at the 9-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Here we go!
Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Oh, yeah! You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Ohio!
Tight end right, tight end right.
Let's go! What? Let's go!
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Ohio! Let's go!
The boys got the first down and more.
Wide, get wide. A little flare,
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 91 yards. And the Bills will out on the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now they
Back
gotta get to the line
here we
quickly.
go! Is that white 90? Hurry up!
Check 49.
On first and 10, Rivers.
Watch the edge.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Since I've seen the team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to take things in and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still...
There goes Melvin Gordon, the 40. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 78 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that we have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to
Here
your
we
lead.
go! What?
But a mistake there.
What?
Take the knee, get on out for the half.
Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
It's McCoy. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Here we go. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Red 38.
Now Taylor will turn and call a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ohio.
Even.
Here we go. Flex round.
Play action. Now Taylor.
Watch 84.
He's going to look deep for Perriman.
Big edge.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Returning, it's Benjamin. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Time running. With McCoy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Okay, we got 4.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on!
Now Taylor, he'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Let's go! What? None!
On 3rd down, Taylor. And some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd down, 8.
Woo! You got him! You got him!
Looking to jam it.
What?
They'll run it with McCoy. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You know how we get focused at end of the half half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do. Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just
Let's go!
the lead standing down. It burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but they were thrown out of the breach and incomplete. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams scrimmage to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Jordan as they go to him again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's it, baby.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. Control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He'll leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is knocked down from the side. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
12.
380. Switch.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd pick it.
No doubt about it. That's the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
He'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
They try to sweep to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. Their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Go, run.
Ohio, come on, let's go!
Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight runs. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And, he'll be shoved to the turf that time at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. No gain.
They keep it on the ground again. Gordon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for loss.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is taken at the 15. Shifts by him at the 25. Good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Flex round! Come on, now!
We'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time. And stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Bills on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports.
Ohio! Let's go! Flex round!
On third down, here's Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 20.
Come on, run!
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaches. He'll tell the ownership that he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. They're trying to put together something here at the end just to take into next week.
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 2nd down, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 38-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got it first. Now it's hit carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be knocked down sideways. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory